get right on to it, because I'm excited and I got some energy. Not only do I have energy, but I'm building every day. So I went to Asia a little over a month ago now, and body took a hit. You know, when you travel for a long time and you're not able to be in a balance, your body will take a little bit of a hit. So I'm recovering. And with that, I've learned so much about your body. And I'm always talking about your systems: brain, the gut, your fight or flight hormones, your adrenal glands. But let's get right on to it, because I have some very fascinating information that I'm even just learning about, right? I always talk about the frontal cortex, the neocortex. Your identity is here. Your personality is here, right there. But really, we got a lot of stuff going on in the medulla, the midbrain. And what I'm trying to do is just try to understand why so many of you are fracked up, yo. Why is it that as we get older, we're supposed to turn into these middle-aged things? And why is it when you're younger, you are literally feeling and looking like you're middle-aged, right? Girls are like, oh my God, I got cottage cheese. Please stop. I'm chunky. And then the guys are like, oh, my muscles are flat. All vanity. And if you're starting to talk like that in your 20s, then it's shocking what's going on if you crack open this body. What's going on the inside? That you're starting to have the physical reactions that someone who is middle-aged would have in your 20s even. So let's go to the medulla. But what you guys don't understand is I talk about like gut imbalance, and I talk about your adrenal glands and your thyroid a lot. But what you don't understand is the action potentials of what's going on between one neuron to another. The synapse. The synaptic responses in your brain are going to go to your hypothalamus and regulate hormones to do jobs, to make you feel freaking fantastic. But the problem is that we grow up on a standard American diet of garbage, and we eat too much carbohydrate, and then our blood sugar becomes dysregulated. And not only does that excess blood sugar beyond 1 teaspoon, 5 grams, that's too much per feeding, make you jack up and down where your body's got to release, your pancreas has to release insulin to then take that excess glucose out of the blood, because if it over-circulates, you have damage to the cells which affect your organs, which is how people develop diabetes. Body gives up, gives out. What about your thyroid? So the thyroid is regulated by the hypothalamus and your gut. But you've got leaky gut, and your personality is jacked up, which affects your midbrain. So you have these neurotransmitters. They do action. They are action potentials. The problem is that synaptic response from here to here and here to here is not working because of infection or stress, even at the cellular level, because if your cell receptor sites become blocked by inflammation, then that hormone can't come in to regulate your thyroid or to regulate your reproductive hormones. So the hypothalamus is going to send out, all right, let's deal it out. We got like this hormone for your reproductive, and it's connected to your adrenals. We got this for your thyroid, and you're either running too high or you're running too low on hormones. You're running too high, you burn out. So our adrenal glands, which are dealing with our fight or flight hormones, our corticotropic hormones. I hope I said that right. Probably didn't. But anyway, if you are stressed out, you're going to overstimulate the adrenal glands to produce adrenaline. And adrenaline is driven by cortisol. And cortisol does this thing called pregnenolone steal, which it's going to steal from your reproductive hormones like DHEA. But the problem is, it's also dealing with your mood hormones like serotonin and 5-HTP. And those things become downregulated all up in like a couple places in your body and the medulla. I mean, a lot of serotonin is made in your gut. If you've got leaky gut and you're malabsorptive, then these amino acids up in here, because if you're eating protein but you don't have enough building material, because these freaking neurotransmitters, which are made out of amino acids, you don't have enough building material to even have all of these action potentials do their job up in the hypothalamus and in the medulla. And so your mood hormones and dopamine becomes, which is a neurotransmitter, it's not able to go do its job. So you feel depressed, you're agitated, you're sensitive. Your serotonin becomes downregulated because your L-tyrosine is being downregulated because of the caffeine. Yes. And these action potentials, they can't do their job. So the signals to the hypothalamus, they can't do their job. And those hormones being perfectly timed out and released to deal with stress and love, they can't do their job. All the systems cannot do their jobs. So when you eat, the reason why I talk about cheese and caffeine and nuts, well, caffeine's affecting the L-tyrosine. So that's affecting dopamine. That's affecting 5-HTP. That's affecting DHEA. So now your reproductive hormones go to crap, because why would you make and release material if you're so stressed out? You don't need to have a baby. So men, your testosterone takes a freaking dive. And this is starting in people's 20s. We all know by the time y'all get to your 40s, it's a wrap. Men get real flat. They have a hard time building. I am almost 48 years old, and soon I will be 50. And I cannot stop freaking getting lean and growing muscle. I actually have to make sure that I get enough food in to balance out, not to get too lean. And we all know that when I eat grass-fed beef, I just get huge. I just get massive. But for me to eat the grass-fed beef and have the creatine work within the body and the hormones and get my estrogen, progesterone, testosterone in balance, my adrenal glands have to work. And for my adrenal glands to work, I've got to get to bed. And even if I get to bed and I sleep, I think I need to hit the 5 levels of sleep, because those action potentials that I'm talking about, those neurotransmitters, dopamine, they can't do their job if I don't hit REM cycles a couple of times during the evening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like you're diving into a swimming pool and you bob back up. That first 90 minutes is where I'm building muscle between 10 and 12. You continue to build between 10 and 2, but between 10 p.m. and 12 a.m., bam, that's where the business is coming along. That's where it's happening. That's the business. That's where me going through 10 surgeries and I'm still able to build muscle. And I got to do baby exercises with teeny tiny little itty bitty weight. Because what would take a normal person 3 months takes me 3 years to build on this frame. Yes. But I will do whatever it takes. And you're not going to hear me complain. You guys are busted. We're all busted. I've been busted. I've had bouts of pseudo-hypoglycemia or chronic low blood sugar in the afternoon. And I'm like personal training clients, and they're talking and they're just annoying me because I can't focus. Or when I used to go skateboard when I was younger, and you would come back, and I would just sit at the wall like, Steph, gotta get up, gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta do this, and I couldn't get my butt up. Nobody is immune. Nobody is living an entire life without going through some type of metabolic derangement due to damage from the lifestyle, the toxins, and the standard American diet, which does this, and 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 this to your blood sugar. And that spike of glucose damages cells, which shortens your DNA. And when your blood sugar drops, your adrenal glands got to start overworking. But you're malabsorptive, so the building material for the amino acids, the action potentials to do this synaptic response, boom, the synaptic, it's not working. So then the hypothalamus that sends out hormones to tell your body to start burning body fat and stop craving ice cream and chicken wings. Well, no, I meant deep fried in flour. That's what I meant. Because chicken wings are freaking fantastic. Rewind. Chicken wings are amazing. No, the flour-based things that you have on your fast food, your French fries, you know, your wheat crust on foods, sugars and chocolate. I'll put keto plans together for people and they're still eating like bits of chocolate. And I'm like, you're not listening. You're not listening to the microtoxins that I told you about, nor the caffeine, nor the fact that your adrenal glands are freaking fried, and the sugar. Now, if your body's perfectly in balance, which I just explained 5 minutes ago that we are not, because we're growing up on garbage and exposed to EMF poisoning and poison and poisoning, and poison can dock at the cell receptor site and stop those hormones from doing their jobs. So nobody is completely absent of this freaking assault on your body. So the only thing that we can do is the best thing possible is give your body the freaking warrior materials to fight all of this inflammation and this wiki wonkiness. That's all we can do. So at the age of 47 on 48, 5 years in ketosis, over. Not one time refeed, because I hear other people, oh, I've been in ketosis, you know, this many years, but they've been refeeding. I have not been refeeding, and I'm a woman, and I busted my knee, which I can do no cardio, and I'm still building. All these guys out there on the internet talking about keto, yeah? How many women out there are stacked like this stuff? Built like a machine, and I can't run out of a burning building, and I can't do a squat or a lunge. How is it possible that the largest muscles on your legs, or some of the largest muscles on your body, cannot do their job? But yet I'm still so lean. This is growth hormone. That means that I've got to get the medulla in check, yo. And that means that I've got to get each system, the reproductive system, the glands that are controlling hormones, all the systems in my body, adrenal, thyroid, brain, muscular, fight or flight, all of these things in balance. And I'm always checking the time. So if you guys want to learn more why you're not getting in ketosis, you don't just like eat your perfect protein and the fat and the carbohydrates and maybe cut out your cheese. Yo, it's deeper. And you got to stress manage. You got to detox. I don't mean doing a freaking juice fast. All right, excuse you pooping it out. Go to StephaniePerson.com, Stephanie the Business Person on my Facebook fan page, or Stephanie Ketogenic on my Instagram. Because I'm hyped up. We got to learn more. Peace out, guys. Yeah. Oh, wait. I got like 5 more seconds. I hope this makes sense. Learn more about the medulla, because it's affecting how your hormones are released or not getting into the cell, and that's why you feel like crap. Get some